Okay, so get this. We're diving into guppy reproduction, and you might be surprised by what we found.
Oh, really? Guppies, huh? Interesting.
Yeah, you sent over this blog post about fish keeping?
Uh-huh.
It's from qianmeng.org. It looks like you were curious about guppy gestation periods.
Yeah, it was.
So this blogger, he describes himself as like an old software plumber,
I'm
but he also keeps fish. He's got this whole thing going on.
So what's the surprising part?
Well, he observed something really interesting about his guppies, like a much shorter gestation period than you'd expect.
Shorter how?
So he sets up this outdoor pond,
Right.
and just 12 days later,
Yeah,
bam, baby guppies everywhere.
12 days.
I know. That's what caught our eye, too.
But isn't the typical gestation, what, like 4 to 6 weeks?
Exactly. He even mentions that, like, the Wikipedia article says 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I always thought, too.
He was really surprised, too, and that's why we're doing this deep dive.
Makes sense. Gotta investigate, right?
For sure. Now remember, guppies, they're viviparous.
Right. Live young, not eggs.
Exactly. The fry, they develop inside the mother.
Mm-hmm.
The blogger even uses the term internal fertilization in his post.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, he's thinking maybe that has something to do with it.
That's interesting. So 12 days, huh?
Yeah, and he's even speculating, like, could it be as short as 20 days? Or even less?
Wow, that's a pretty big claim. One observation, it doesn't necessarily change everything we know.
True, but hold on, there's another twist.
Okay, what's that?
He also mentions losing 2 swordfish in the same pond.
Oh.
So you've got the guppies, potentially thriving, with the super short gestation.
Uh-huh.
And then the swordfish, they're not making it.
So maybe the pond conditions were better for the guppies.
Yeah, and maybe that somehow ties into the gestation period.
It makes you think, what if there's a connection there, like an environmental advantage or something?
Right. Maybe a shorter gestation period gives them a leg up in certain environments.
Yeah. Like imagine a tough environment, lots of predators, sudden changes, a shorter gestation. That would let them bounce back way faster, like repopulate much quicker.
I see. So it's not just about how long it takes, but when that happens compared to what's going on around them.
Exactly. Think of it as like an evolutionary strategy.
Right. So with his outdoor pond setup,
Yeah.
could there be something specific about it that's affecting the guppies?
Well, it's definitely possible.
Like what?
I mean, all sorts of things, right? Water temperature,
Right.
food availability, even, whether or not there are predators around. All that could play a role.
So you're saying there might be like an ideal set of
And
circumstances.
it's worth considering for sure.
This is really fascinating. I mean, this software plumber,
Yeah.
his observation might actually change how we think about guppy reproduction altogether.
It might. That's what's so cool about this, right? It all started with this one guy's like really simple observation.
Yeah.
And it could have these bigger implications.
Yeah. Absolutely. Makes you wonder, is this happening elsewhere too?
It's a great question. Could be variations, between different guppy populations, even individual fish.
I never thought about it that way.
Yeah. I mean, there could be genetic factors too, right?
Right.
Some guppies might just be predisposed to shorter gestations.
Because of where they live or their ancestors or something?
Exactly. Like adaptations to specific environments.
So the typical 4 to 6 weeks?
Yeah.
Maybe that's not the whole story.
It might be a bit more complicated than that. The typical range, sure, it's valid, but maybe guppy gestation is just way more variable than we thought.
Whoa. Okay, so lots of factors at play.
Environment, genetics, it's all kind of intertwined.
That's pretty mind-blowing. Imagine what we might discover if more people looked into this.
Exactly. Just imagine.
Yeah.
What if we could figure out, like, the perfect conditions for different gestation periods? We could manage guppy populations better, right? In captivity, in the wild.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
It could be so valuable for conservation, for hobbyists.
Even for our blogger. Right?
Yeah, exactly. He did say he thinks it could be as short as 20 days or even less.
Right. Bold statement.
It is. I mean, his 12-day thing, it's interesting, but it's just one data point. We need, more research to really understand this, the whole spectrum of gestation times, what affects them, all of that.
Yeah, fair enough. But it just goes to show sometimes the most unexpected things, they can lead to whole new areas of research.
Absolutely. It's a good reminder that, there's always more to learn.
For sure. And that even, like, amateur observations,
Yes.
they can contribute to science.
Exactly. Who knows? Maybe our software plumber will, like, kick off a whole new wave of research on guppy reproduction.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
It would. So I guess to sum up what we've learned so far,
Yeah.
we started with this blogger, right? He sees baby guppies in his pond just 12 days after setting it up.
Way shorter than the usual 4 to 6 weeks.
Right. And that got us thinking. It challenges what we thought we knew about guppy gestation. Brings up all sorts of questions about the environment, the advantages of a shorter gestation period.
Okay, what else don't we know about these little guys?
Exactly. I mean, to me, the most fascinating part is this idea that guppies might have, like, different reproductive strategies depending on where they live.
Oh, yeah.
Could there be guppies out there with even shorter gestation periods?
That's a crazy thought.
Right, like what if they live somewhere with a ton of predators? They might need to reproduce even faster.
To survive, yeah.
Right, or maybe there are guppies in more stable environments, and they take longer, to give each offspring more time and resources. There's just so much we don't know.
This deep dive, it's really opened my eyes to how amazing guppies are.
Me too, how diverse they are, how adaptable.
Yeah.
And it all started with a simple observation from a guy who just likes keeping fish.
That's awesome. It shows that you don't need to be a scientist to make a difference.
You don't. Yeah. Sometimes all you need is to be curious and pay attention.
Well said. If anyone out there is as intrigued as we are,
Yeah.
check out this blog, maybe read some scientific articles about guppy reproduction.
Good idea.
Or even just look at the guppies in your own aquarium.
With fresh eyes, you never know what you might find.
Exactly. There might be all sorts of cool discoveries just waiting out there.
Yeah, it's like an inbuilt survival mechanism, right?
Makes you wonder, with his outdoor pond setup, could there be something specific about it that affected the guppies?
Oh, absolutely.
Hmm.
I mean, all kinds of things could be at play there.
Like what?
Well, water temperature, how much food is available, even are there predators around? All those things could factor in.
So you're saying there could be, the perfect set of circumstances that leads to these shorter times.
It's definitely a possibility worth considering, right?
This is the software plumber guy.
Yeah.
His observation, it could, change how we think about guppy reproduction.
It really could.
Yeah.
And that's what's so fascinating. It started with this one guy, his simple observation.
Yeah.
And it might have these huge implications.
Makes you think, is this happening in other places too?
Right. Maybe there are variations between different guppy populations. Maybe even individual fish.
I never thought about it like that.
Yeah. And you've got to factor in genetics too, right? Some guppies might just naturally have shorter gestation times.
Because of, where they live or their ancestors or something?
Exactly. Adaptations, to specific environments.
So that typical 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not the whole picture.
Could be more to it than that, right?
Yeah.
The typical range, it's valid, sure, but maybe guppy gestation is just way more variable than we initially thought.
Whoa. Okay, so lots of factors in the mix.
Environment, genetics, it's all connected.
Pretty mind-blowing. What if more people research this? Imagine what we could find out.
I know, right? Imagine if we could figure out the ideal conditions for different gestation periods. I mean, we could manage guppy populations so much better. Think about it. In captivity, in the wild.
Oh, I see what you mean.
It'd be hugely valuable for conservation, for hobbyists.
Right, or for our blogger. Right.
Exactly. He did speculate it could be as short as 20 days, or even less.
Right. Pretty bold claim, though.
It is bold. But, his 12-day observation, it's interesting, but it's just one data point. We need, more research to really, truly understand it all. The full range of gestation times, all the things that can affect them, the whole picture.
Yeah, that makes sense. But it goes to show sometimes the most unexpected things, they can, open up whole new areas of research.
Absolutely. It's a good reminder,
Yep.
There's always more to learn.
Definitely. And that even amateur observations, they can contribute to science.
Exactly. Who knows, maybe our software plumber will end up inspiring a whole wave of research on guppy reproduction.
Wouldn't that be something?
It would. Okay, so to recap what we've learned from this deep dive so far, we started with this blogger. He notices baby guppies in his pond just 12 days after he sets it up.
Yeah, way shorter than the usual 4 to 6 weeks.
Right, and that really got us thinking. It challenges our understanding of guppy gestation. It raises all these questions about the environment, the advantages of a shorter gestation period. It's like, what else don't we know about these little guys?
Makes you wonder, right?
Exactly. To me, the most fascinating part is this idea that guppies might have different reproductive strategies depending on their environment.
Oh, yeah. Like evolving differently.
Exactly. Could there be guppies out there with even shorter gestation periods than we've seen?
It's a wild thought.
Right. What if they're living in like a predator-heavy environment? Maybe they have to reproduce super fast.
Just to survive, yeah.
Exactly. Or maybe there are guppies in these really stable environments and they take longer, so they can give each offspring more time and resources. It just shows there's so much we don't know.
It really does. This whole deep dive has been eye-opening. Guppies are incredible, I never
Me
realized.
too. They're so diverse, so adaptable.
And it all started with this one guy, you know? Just a fish-keeping enthusiast.
I know, right? Shows you don't have to be a scientist to make a difference, to contribute to science.
Totally. All you need is curiosity and just paying attention.
Well said. So anyone listening, if you're as intrigued as we are,
Yeah.
go check out this blog, maybe do some reading about guppy reproduction, the scientific stuff.
Ooh, good idea.
Or even just look at the guppies in your own aquarium
Yeah.
with fresh eyes.
Yeah.
You never know what you might find.
Exactly. There could be all sorts of cool discoveries just waiting to be made. Yeah, it's crazy. You think you know something, even something as, I don't know, common as guppies.
Right.
But there's always more to learn, I guess.
Always. And that's what makes it so cool, right? This whole deep dive, it reminds you that there's always more to find out. And even like amateur observations,
Right.
they can actually, contribute to scientific knowledge.
That's pretty awesome.
It is. Who knows? Maybe our software plumber friend will like accidentally start a whole new trend of guppy research.
I love that. What if he becomes like the guppy guru?
Right. That'd be amazing. Okay, so big picture. What have we learned today?
Well, we started with this blogger, right? He finds baby guppies in his pond
Yeah.
only 12 days after setting it up.
12 days.
Right.
Way faster than that typical 4 to 6 weeks everyone talks about.
Exactly. And that got us thinking, right? It challenges everything we thought we knew about how long guppy gestation takes.
Uh-huh. All those questions about like the environment, the advantages of a shorter gestation, it just like opens up your mind,
Makes you wonder what else we're missing about these little fish.
for sure. The thing that really got to me was this idea that like guppies could actually have different reproductive strategies.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Depending on their environment. I mean, think about it. Could there be guppy populations out there with even shorter gestation periods?
Wow, yeah.
What if they live in a place with tons of predators they'd need to reproduce super quickly?
To stay ahead.
Exactly.
Mm.
Or what if it's the opposite? Like, what if they're in a really stable environment? Maybe their gestation is longer, so they can, like, invest more in each baby guppy.
Give them the best start.
Right. It just goes to show there's so much we still don't know.
This deep dive has really made me see guppies in a new light. They're incredible.
Me too. They're so diverse, so adaptable. It's amazing.
It all started with that one guy, too, a fish-keeping enthusiast.
That's what's so great about it. It
Yeah.
shows that you don't have to be like a scientist with a lab coat to make a real contribution to science,
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes all you need is curiosity.
That's it. And an open mind. Pay attention to the world around you.
So well said. To all our listeners out there, if you're as fascinated by this as we are,
Sure.
go check out that blog. It's kaianmeng.org.
Yeah, good idea.
And hey, maybe even do some reading about guppy reproduction.
Oh, yeah, dive into the science.
You never know what you'll learn.
Exactly. Or, you know what? Just look at the guppies in your own aquarium.
Really, look at them.
Yeah, with fresh eyes. There might be amazing discoveries right there waiting for you.
That's a great point to end on. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive, everybody. We'll see you next time.